something so loud I can't hardly breathe. Toto! No need to be scared anymore. She ain't following us. I won't let her touch you nohow. There you go. Did she hurt you? She tried to, didn't she? Oh, Toto, she must be the meanest old woman that ever was. Let's go tell Uncle Henry and Annie M. They'll take care of her. Ann M!
57, 58.
Oh, just listen to what Miss Gulch did to Toto. She tried to...
Dorothy, please. We're trying to count.
Oh, but Ann M, she hit him and...
Don't bother us now, honey. You see, this old incubator's gone bad and we're likely to lose a bunch of our chicks.
Oh, the poor little things. Oh, but Ann M, Miss Gulch hit Toto right over the back with a rake, just because she says he gets in her garden and chases her nasty old cat every day.
Dorothy, please.
But he doesn't do it every day, just once or twice a week, and he can't catch her old cat anyway. And now she says she's gonna get the sheriff on him.
Dorothy, please, we're busy.
Uncle Henry, can't you do something?
I'm doing something right now, honey. So could you please just stay out of our hair?
All right.
Who was the genius suggested we move the wagon before the wheel was fixed?
We couldn't have rolled it out here with the wheel broke. That makes sense, don't it?
Yeah, sense or no sense. When I lift up the axle, Zeke, you fix it.
Zeke Hickory, you know what Miss Gulch tried to do to Toto?
I swear this wheel is jammed with bad.
Well, she tried to kill him.
Yeah, jammed or not jammed, just get it fixed before my arms are pulled clear out of their sockets. I ain't a statue, you know. I ain't made of iron.
Okay.
Why won't anyone listen? Don't you care about Toto?
No! Cut my finger!
Hunk, what am I gonna do about Miss Gulch? Just because Toto chases her old cat.
Now look at Dorothy. You ain't used your head about Miss Gulch. Ain't she got no brains?
Well, sure I have brains.
Well, then why don't you use them? When you go home, don't go by Miss Gulch's place. Then Toto won't get in her garden, and you won't get in no trouble. See?
We're just standing around. Get that junk out of the wagon. We got a parcel of lumber to haul from town. Before the weather turns.
Will do, Mr. Gale.
Well, Zeke, what am I gonna do?
Well, for a start, kid, don't let that old Gulch heifer try to buffalo you. She ain't nothing to be afraid of. You gotta stand up to her, that's all. A little bit of courage and a little grit.
I'm not afraid of her.
Now that's what I wanted to hear. You have to walk with your head up, your chest out, and next time she squawks, you just stroll right up to her and spit in her eye. That's what I do.
Would you really?
Oh, sure I would. Through this life, you have to walk tall, shoot straight, and you got no reason to be afraid of nothing and nobody.
Oh, Zeke, are you all right? Are you trying to kill me? How can you be so cruel?
Just a rib, Dorothy.
Well, can't you see how white he is? You really scared him.
Who was scared?
You was scared. If you was a track rabbit, you'd be in the next county by now.
Here. What's all this jabber-wapping when there's work to be done? I know 3 shiftless farmhands that'll be out of a job before they know it.
Oh, we was just having a little fun, Mrs. Gale.
A farm's no place for fun. You want fun, join a circus.
Might just do that. You're strong. See the world.
Well, don't start posing for it now. Here. Can't work on an empty stomach. Have some cookies.
Ooh, thanks, Mr. Gale.
Yeah. Fine.
You don't have to sit down to eat them. Get that wagon hitched up, and Zeke, you go feed those hogs before they worry themselves into anemia.
Yes, ma'am.
Anna, really, you know what Miss Gulch said she was going to do to Toto? She said she was going to...
Dorothy, stop imagining things. You always get yourself into a fret over nothing.
Well,
Now, you just help us out today and find yourself a place where you won't get into any trouble.
Some place where there isn't any trouble. I wonder if there is such a place, Toto. There must be. It's not a place you can get to by a boat or a train. It's far, far away. Behind the moon, beyond the rain. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found. to a place behind the sun, just a stepping on the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I?
Henry Gale, is that you skulking over there?
I never skulked a day in my life, Miss Gulch, and I ain't about to start now.
I want to see you and your wife right away about Dorothy.
Dorothy, wait, what's Dorothy done?
What's she done? I'm all but lame from the bite on my leg.
You mean she bit you?
No, her dog.
Oh. She bit her dog, eh?
No.
You know, Miss Gulch, I just made a fresh batch of cookies if you mind to sit a while.
I'm afraid I have no appetite, Mrs. Gale. Indeed, I'm so shaken by the ferocious attack of your niece's vicious dog, I may never eat again.
Oh, but if you don't eat, you'll waste away. And I'd hate to see you dwindle.
Dorothy, could you bring Toto out here a minute? I'm sure if Dorothy's upset you in any way, she'll be only too glad to apologize as best she can.
It's gone beyond apologies, Mrs. Gale. I've laid an official complaint with the county sheriff.
Was he sober?
Dorothy, Miss Gulch here seems very upset.
That dog's a menace to the community.
That's not true.
As an act of public service, young woman, I'm taking that dog to the sheriff and make sure he's destroyed.
Destroyed? Toto? Well, you can't, you mustn't. Uncle Henry, Auntie Em, you won't let her, will you?
Of course we won't, dear. Will we, Em?
Auntie Em, really, Toto didn't mean to. He didn't know he was doing anything wrong. I'm the one that ought to be punished. You can send me to bed without supper.
You hear how sorry the child is? Surely she promised to give your place a wide berth.
If you don't hand over that dog now, I'll bring a damaged suit that'll take your whole farm. There's a law protecting folks against dogs that bite.
How would it be if she keeps him tied up? He's really gentle. With gentle folk, that is.
Well, that's for the sheriff to decide. Here's his order allowing me to take him, unless you want to go against the law.
Yes.
What to say, Henry?
Just what she says. I'm afraid you'll have to hand him over, Dorothy.
Oh, no, I won't let you take him.
We can't go against the law, Dorothy. I'm afraid poor Toto will have to go.
Now you're seeing reason.
Oh, no.
Here's what I'm taking him in, so he can't attack me again.
Oh, no. No, I won't let you take him. You go away. You won't bite you myself.
Dorothy!
You wicked old witch. Uncle Henry. take Toto. Don't let her take him, please.
Stop her!
It's no use running, Dorothy.
Hickory, I thought you were my friend.
He is your friend. We all are, but
You can't fight the law, honey. Some figures are just bigger than all of us.
Let me have him, Dorothy.
Please, please.
Put him in the basket, Henry.
That's more like it.
Oh, don't, Uncle Henry.
That's more like it.
Oh, Toto.
Amara Gulch, just because you own half the county doesn't mean you have the power to run the rest of us. For 23 years, I've been dying to tell you what I thought of you. And now, well, being a Chriswoman, I just can't say it.
But I can. So if you don't want to hear it, you better just pedal your carts off our land.
I don't take kindly to that kind of talk, Henry Gale. Just you remember, I have friends in high places.
Why don't you just ride off on your broomstick and go visit them then? You got that horse hitched up yet?
nearly done, Mr. Gale.
Nearly done ain't good enough. You get it done right now. The sky's getting darker every minute.
Come inside, honey.
I'm not going anywhere with you. If you really love me, you wouldn't have let Toto go.
She had an order from the sheriff, Dorothy. What did you expect us to do? Wave a wand and make it disappear?
You still could have tried at least. You stood there like you was stuffed or something.
I just couldn't think of anything. I'm sorry.
One mean old woman and you were scared of her.
This wasn't my place to interfere.
And you're worst of all. You stopped Toto getting away. I just hate you.
Oh, don't say that, Dorothy. You make me feel all terrible inside. Like my heart was all tore out.
Well, I don't care. I never want to see any of you again. Ever, ever, ever. Toto was the only friend I had in the world. Now I got no one to talk to, no one to play with, and I'll never see him again as long as I live. Toto! Toto, darling. Oh, you came back. You got away from that horrible woman, you wonderful dog. But she'll be coming back for you any minute. Oh, we've got to get away. We've got to run away. We need food for me and a bone for you, and oh, we've got to get far, far away from here. We're never, ever coming back.
Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Or is that dreaded animal? Here, doggy, doggy.
I thought I told you to get off of my land, Miss Gulch.
I did, but the dog got away.
You can't have enjoyed your company much.
Where the little girl is, that's where I'll find the dog. Kindly bring her out here.
You never give up, do you? Dorothy! Dorothy!
She's not in the house, Henry. And that fresh batch of cookies is missing. And my picture from the mantle, that's gone too.
Sounds like you've got a runaway on your hands. If she's on the road, I'll find her. And then I'll take that dog back for good.
If you were so anxious to have it, you should have looked after it better.
Don't blame me. The catch on the basket's faulty. That's the last time I buy anything from a charity bazaar.
If they were done, it would best be done equally on both sides. Well, well, well. House guest, huh? And who might you be? No, 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 don't tell me you're traveling in disguise. No, no, that's not it. You're going on a visit. No, no, I'm wrong. You're running away.
How did you guess?
Professor Marvel never guesses, he knows. Now, why are you running away?
Why,
No, 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 don't tell me. They don't understand you at home. They don't appreciate you. You want to see other lands, big cities, big mountains, big oceans.
Why, it's just like you could read what was inside of me.
It's my trade, my calling. See what it says on the side of my conveyance.
Oh, please, Professor. Well, why can't we go with you and see all the crowned heads of Europe?
You know any? Oh, you mean the thing? Yes. Well, I never do anything without first consulting my crystal. Just sit right down here. That's it. Now you just make yourself comfortable while I conjure out of the air, out
out of thin air this very same genuine, authentic magic crystal used by the priests of Isis and Osiris in the days of the pharaohs of Egypt, in which Cleopatra first saw the approach of Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and so on and so on. Now then, hold out your hands to help me look into the future. You'd better close your eyes, my child, for a moment, in order to be better in tune with the infinite. We can't do these things without reaching out into the infinite. Yes, that's all right. Now you may open them. We'll just gaze into the crystal. Oh, it's this, I see? A house with a picket fence.
Oh, that's our farm.
Yes, there's a woman. She's wearing a polka dot dress.
Oh, that's Aunt Em.
Yes, her name's Emily.
Oh, that's right. What's she doing?
Oh, I can't quite see. Why, she's crying.
Oh.
Someone's hurt her. Someone's just about broken her heart.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know, but it's someone she loves very much. Someone she's been very kind to. Someone she's taken care of in sickness.
Well, I had the measles once, and she stayed right by me every minute.
Uh-huh.
But that was when I was very small. She doesn't care about me at all now, and I don't care about her.
Oh, well, that's not what the crystal says.
Well, they were going to kill Toto, and she did nothing to stop them.
I don't see any of that in the crystal. All I see is a woman who does the best she can and misses you something terrible.
What's she doing now?
Why, what's this? Why, she's putting her hand on her heart. She's dropping down on the bed.
Oh, no, what's wrong with her?
That I can't say. The crystal's gone dark.
Oh, you don't suppose she could really be sick, do you? Oh, I've got to get home right away.
What's this? I thought you were going along with me.
Oh, no, I have to get to her right away. Come on, Toto. Goodbye, Professor Marvel, and thanks a lot.
Goodbye, safe journey. Oh, better get the horse under cover. There's a storm blowing, a whopper. Poor little kid, I hope she gets home all right.
The storm! Dorothy! Come on, everybody, into the storm cellar! We can't leave her out there, Henry.
Ain't nothing we can do now, except pray for all of us.
good witch or a bad witch?
Who, me? I'm not a witch at all. I'm Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Well, I'm a little muddled. The Munchkins called me because a new witch has just dropped a house on the Wicked Witch of the East. And there's the house, and here you are, and those legs are all that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East. So what the Munchkins want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
But I've already told you, I'm not a witch at all. Witches are old and ugly. What was that?
The Munchkins. They're laughing because I am a witch. I'm Glinda, the Witch of the North.
You are? Oh, I beg your pardon, but I've never heard of a beautiful witch before.
Only bad witches are ugly. The Munchkins are happy because you have freed them from the Wicked Witch of the East.
Oh, but if you please, what are Munchkins?
The little people who live in this land, and green is their favorite color. This is Munchkin Land, and you are the national heroine, my dear. It's all right. You may all come out and thank her. Come out, wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from a star. She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred. She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
It really was no miracle. What happened was just this. The wind began to switch, the house to pitch, and suddenly the hinges started to unhitch. Just then, the witch, to satisfy an itch, went flying on her broomstick, thumbing for a hitch.
The house began to pitch, the kitchen took a switch, it landed on the wicked witch in the middle of the ditch. The house began to pitch, the kitchen took a switch, it landed on the wicked witch in the middle of the ditch.
We thank you very sweetly for doing it so neatly.
You killed her so completely that we thank you very sweetly.
Let the joyous news be spread. That wicked old witch at last is dead.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the goblins go below, below, below your home. Let's open up and sing. And ring the bells, all ding dong, carry on. Sing it high, sing it low. Let them know the wicked witch is dead. As mayor of the Munchkin City, in the county of the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally. But we've got to verify it legally to see if she is morally, ethically, spiritually, physically, positively, absolutely, undeniably, and reliably dead. As coroners, we both love her, we thoroughly examined her, and she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead.
Witch of the East. This is the Wicked Witch of the West. She's worse than the other one was.
Where's my sister?
Yonder she lies.
Where?
There.
All right. Who's the smart aleck that turned my sister into a house? Was it you, Glinda?
Not the house. Under the house.
Under the house.
It's my fault. I'm so sorry. My house dropped on her.
Oh, your house dropped on my sister. How could anyone be so unbelievably clumsy?
Look closer. You recognize her then?
Of course I recognize her. Who else would wear those socks with the ruby slippers? The ruby slippers? Little girl, you have done me a service. I shall don the ruby slippers, which will make my power greater than ever. The ruby slippers! They're gone! What have you done with them?
See for yourself. Step forward, Dorothy.
Give them back to me or else.
It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
Give them back to me. I'm the only one that knows how to use them. They're of no use to you. Give them back. Give them back!
Keep tight inside of them. Their magic must be very powerful, or she wouldn't want them so badly.
You stand this, Glinda, or I'll fix you as well.
Oh, fiddle faddle. You have no power while I'm here. So be gone before someone drops a house on you.
Very well. I'll buy my time. But as for you, my fine young lady, it's true I can't attend to you here and now, as I'd like to. But after a suitable period of mourning, I shall have those slippers and my revenge, too. So best try and stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty. And a little dog, too.
It's all right. She's gone. You can get up. You can all get up. Phew, what a smell of sulfur. I'm afraid you've made a rather bad enemy of the Wicked Witch of the West. The sooner you get out of Oz altogether, the safer you'll sleep, my dear.
Well, I'd give anything to get out of Oz altogether. Annie M is missing me. She may even be ill. But which is the way back to Kansas? I can't go the way I came.
No, that's true. But the only person who might know would be the great and wonderful Wizard of Oz himself.
The Wizard of Oz? Is he good or is he wicked?
Oh, very good, but very mysterious. He lives in the Emerald City, and that's a long journey from here. Did you bring your broomstick with you?
Oh, no, I'm afraid I didn't.
Well, then you'll have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border of Munchkinland. And remember, never let those ruby slippers off your feet for a moment, or you'll be at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, how do I start for the Emerald City?
It's always best to start at the beginning, and all you have to do is follow the yellow brick road.
But what happens if I...
Just follow the yellow brick road.
Bye, goodbye, goodbye. My, people come and go so quickly here. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Just follow the yellow brick road. 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 Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You'll find he is a wizard of a wizard, if ever a wizard was. If ever a wizard was, the Wizard of Oz. Because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Goodbye.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick. Well, now which way do we go?
Pardon me. That way's a very nice way.
Who said that? Don't be silly, Toto. Scarecrows don't talk.
It's pleasant down that way, too.
Well, that's funny. Wasn't he pointing the other way?
Of course, people do go both ways.
Well, you did say something, didn't you? Are you doing that on purpose, or can't you make up your mind?
Well, I haven't got a brain, only straw. So I ain't got a mind to make up.
Well, how can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
Well, I don't know. But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right. Can't you get down?
Down? No, you see, I got this pole stuck up my back.
Well, is there any way I can help you?
Well, of course. I'm not very bright about doing things, but if you'll just bend the nail down and back, maybe I'll slip off.
I'll certainly try. It's an awful stiff nail.
Oh, there goes some more of me again.
Oh, does it hurt you?
Oh, no, I just keep picking it up and putting it back in again.
Here, let me help.
Oh, my, it's good to be free. Whoa. Oh, did I scare you?
Oh, no, of course not. I just thought you hurt yourself.
Oh, but I didn't scare you?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. You see, I can't even scare Crow.
Howdy, neighbor.
They come from miles around to eat in my field.
That is Scarecrow.
And laugh in my face.
Says Scarecrow swinging on a pole to a blackbird sitting on a fence.
Oh, the Lord gave me a soul, but forgot to give me common sense. Said the blackbird.
Well, 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 what in thunder would you do with common sense? Said Scarecrow.
'Twould be pleasing just to reason out the reason of the whichness and the whyness and the whence. If I had an ounce of common sense,
What would you do, Scarecrow?
I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel any riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain.
With the thoughts you'd be thinking, you could be another Lincoln.
If I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore.
You could think of things you never thought before.
And then I'd sit and think some more. Gosh, it would be awful pleasing to reason out the reason for things I can't explain. I would dance and be merry, life would be a ding-a-derry if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I've never thought before.
And then you'd sit and think some more.
Gosh, it would be awful pleasing to reason out the reason for things I can't explain. Then perhaps I deserve ya and be even worthy of ya if I only had a brain. If I only had a brain.
Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, why, if our Scarecrow back in Kansas could do that, the crows would be scared to pieces.
They would?
Uh-huh.
Oh, where is Kansas?
Well, that's where I live. And I want to get back there so badly, I'm going all the way to the Emerald City to get the Wizard of Oz to help me.
You're going to see a wizard?
Oh, yes.
Oh, do you think if I went with you, this wizard would give me some brains?
I couldn't say. But even if you didn't, you'd be no worse off than you are now.
That's true.
Or maybe you better not. I've got a witch mad at me, and you might get yourself into trouble.
Witch? Well, I'm not afraid of a witch. I'm not afraid of anything. Well, except a lighted match.
Oh, I don't blame you for that.
But I face a whole box of them for a chance of getting some brains. Look, I won't be any trouble because I don't need a thing. And I won't try to manage things because I can't think. Well, won't you take me with you?
Of course I will.
Hooray! I'm gonna get me a brain. Let's go.
Oh, well, you're not starting out very well.
Oh, I'll try. Really, I will.
2 eyes?
2 eyes.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're here, he is, the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a wizard was. If ever a wizard was, the Wizard of Oz is one because.
because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I'm gonna miss that old hay bag.
I second that.
I never cared much for him.
How's that?
Too much of a stop shirt. Stop!
You're hungry? But I only thought crows got hungry.
All living things need to eat.
Oh, I don't need to eat. Does that mean I'm not alive?
No, Scarecrow, you're the liveliest friend I've ever had.
Oh, why, thank you. Just for that, you can eat as much as my hay as you like, and then you won't be hungry anymore.
No, Scarecrow, I couldn't do that.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. As long as I keep my legs well stuffed, I could walk to the Emerald City no matter what ship I'm in up top.
That's a very kind offer, but I don't eat hay.
Well, perhaps it's just as well. Little Mother Field Mouse has a nest in here, and she wouldn't like to be disturbed.
Look, Scarecrow, apples!
Apples? Oh, what's apples?
In the trees.
You mean all those little red birds hanging upside down from one leg?
Oh, they're not birds. There's something to eat, and they're delicious. Ouch!
What do you think you're doing?
Well, we were walking a long ways, and I was hungry, and... Did you say something?
She was hungry. He was hungry?
Oh, come along, Dorothy. Oh, we don't want any of those apples. Ugh.
Are you hinting my apples aren't what they ought to be?
Oh, no, it's just that she doesn't like little green worms.
Worms? Did he say we had worms? That's what it sounded like to me.
I'll show you how to get apples. Sure, you got worms, caterpillars, and probably a whole bunch of wood lice, too.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's give it to him, girls. Take that.
You got Dorothy?
Thanks, Laura.
Oh, we like them just fine.
I stood and leaped to win. So am I. They've made snaps of us all. I think it's time we bowed out.
Why, it's a man. A man made out of tin.
What?
Yes, look.
Oil can. Oil can.
Did you say something?
Oil can.
He said oil can.
Oil can what?
Oh, here it is. Where do you want to be oiled first?
I know.
Oh, he said his mouth. The other side.
My goodness! I can talk again. Oh, oil my arms, please, oil my arms. Oh, no, my elbow, please, oil my elbow.
Oh, did that hurt?
Oh no, I felt wonderful. I've held that axe up for ages.
Oh, goodness. How'd you ever get like this?
Well, oil my leg, please. Thank you. Well, when I was flesh and blood, like you, I fell in love with a Munchkin maiden whose mother hated me. So, to stop me from marrying her daughter, she hired the Wicked Witch of the West to put an evil spell on my axe. I tried to chop down a tree, and they chopped off my leg instead.
Oh, he chopped your leg off?
That's terrible.
Oh, but by good fortune, I knew of a wonderful tinsmith, and he made me this new leg, almost as good as the old one. So, I went back to work. And you know what happened?
Something terrible, I bet.
Well, I swung my axe again, and dang if it didn't take off the other leg.
Well, you should have got a new axe.
Well, I guess you're right. But I got me a new leg instead, and went right back to work.
Well, you sure were persistent.
But this time, I chopped off both my arms.
Oh, my.
Oh, I see how you could have chopped off one arm, but how could you manage to chop off the other one?
Oh, well, I already told you. The axe was enchanted.
See, Dorothy, if I had a brain, well, I could have worked that one out for myself.
Well, I sometimes wish I hadn't gotten these new pair of arms from the tinsmith, because the last time I swung the axe was the worst time of all.
Oh, I don't want to hear this.
What happened?
Well, I held up my axe, and it turned on me, and it split me right down the middle.
Oh, you poor thing.
So, the tinsmith gave me this new head and this body, but on the way home I got caught in a terrible rainstorm and rusted solid.
Oh, it just wasn't your day, was it?
And I've been here ever since.
Well, you're perfect now.
Oil my neck, please. Perfect? I just bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead. Bang on it. Go ahead.
Beautiful! What an echo!
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No.
No heart?
No heart.
Oh.
All hollow. And as long as I have no heart, I can never love my munchkin maiden.
Oh, don't cry, Tin Man. You'll rust again.
I used to carve her name on every tree. Oh, the smith gave me tin ribs, but forgot to put a heart inside.
Then he banged his hollow chest and cried.
When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kinda human if I only had a heart. Oh, I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me, a balcony, above, a voice sings low.
Where's your heart now, Romeo?
I hear a beat,
How sweet.
just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I would stay young and chipper, and I'd block it with a zipper if I only had a heart. Oil. I can walk again. Oh, I may be presuming that I could be kinda human. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows.
You could stay young and chipper.
And I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart.
Are you all right?
I'm afraid I'm a little rusty yet. Oh.
Well, why don't you go back to the tinsmith and ask him to give you a new heart?
Oh no, I couldn't do that. He went out of business long ago.
Ran out of tin.
Well then, why don't you come with us to the Emerald City and ask the Wizard of Oz for a heart?
Well, suppose he wouldn't give me one when we got there.
Oh, but he will, he must. We've come such a long way already.
You call that long? Why, you've only just begun.
You're the one that put that spell on my ass.
It certainly chopped you down to size, didn't it? And now you're helping the little lady along, aren't you, my fine gentleman? Well, stay away from her, or I'll stuff a mattress with you, Scarecrow. And you, Tin Man, I'll use you for a beehive.
Well, I'm not afraid of you.
That just proves you don't have a brain. Allow me to educate you. Here, Scarecrow. Wanna play ball? remember, Scarecrow, helping that girl reach the Emerald City could be your last burning ambition.
Well, I'm still not scared of her. I'll see you guys safely to the wizard now, whether I get a brain or not. Stuff a mattress with me.
And I'll see you reach the wizard whether I get a heart or not. Beehive. Let her try and make a beehive out of me.
Oh, you two are the best friends anybody ever had. It's funny, but I feel as if I've known you all the time. But I couldn't have, could I?
Well, I don't see how. You weren't around when I was stuffed and sewn together, were you?
And I was over there rusting for the longest time.
I wish I could remember, but it doesn't really matter. We know each other now, don't we?
That's right.
Well, we do.
2 Oz?
2 Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a wizard of a wiz, if ever a wiz there was. If ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Branching off to the wild forest.
I wouldn't be caught dead in the wild forest.
If I were there, I'd be petrified.
I don't like this farce. It's dark and creepy.
Well, I'm not very bright, but I think it'll get darker before it gets lighter.
Do you suppose we'll meet any wild animals?
We might.
Or animals that eat straw?
Some, but mostly lions and tigers and bears.
Lions?
And tigers?
And bears.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Put him up! Put him up! Which one of you first, eh? I'll fight you both together if you want.
No.
Yeah. I'll fight you with one paw tied behind my back. Yeah. I'll fight you standing on one foot. Yeah. I'll fight you with my eyes closed. Oh, pulling an axe on me, eh? Sneaking up on me, eh? Why are you?
Go away. Let us alone.
Oh, you're scared. Afraid, huh? How long can you stay fresh in that tin can, huh? Come on, get up and fight me, you shivering junkyard. Put your hands up, you lopsided bag of hay.
Well, hey, that's getting personal, Lion.
Well, yes. Yes, you get up and you teach him a lesson.
Well, what's wrong with you teaching them?
Well, I hardly know him.
Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Oh, shame on!
What'd you have to go and do that for? I didn't hate you.
No, but you tried to. It's bad enough picking on a straw man, but when you go around picking on a poor little girl.
Well, you didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Well, of course not. My goodness, what a fuss you're making. Naturally, when you go around picking on things that are weaker than you are, why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
Hey, you're right. I am just a coward. I haven't got any courage at all. Sometimes I even scare myself. Look at the circles underneath my eyes. I haven't slept in weeks.
Well, have you ever tried counting sheep?
That doesn't do me any good. I'm scared of them.
Oh, that's too bad. Don't you think the wizard can help him too?
Well, I don't see why not. We're on our way to see the wizard now to get him a heart.
And him a brain.
I'm sure he could give you some courage.
But wouldn't you feel degraded to be seen in the company of a cowardly lion? I would.
No, of course not.
Gee, that's awfully nice of you. You know, my life has been simply unbearable. When I was just a little cub, My father took me to the top of a high mountain. He waved his paw around and said, "Someday, son, this will all be yours." I was terrified.
Why is that?
I'm scared of heights.
Well, you're all right now. The wizard will fix everything.
Well, at least you'll be safe if I come with you.
Oh, why's that?
And no self-respecting wild animal will come anywhere near me. Said a lion, poor neurotic lion, to a miss who listened to him rave. Oh, the Lord made me a lion, but the Lord forgot to make me brave. Then his tail began to curl and wave. Life is sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vim and verve. But I could change my habits, never more be scared of rabbits if I only had the nerve. I'm afraid there's no denying